Good morning, retail traders. I hope you had a great Christmas, and so did I. And I want to talk about Amazon and a couple of reasons why Amazon looks good, and then, kind of reason why it pulled back. So I think we were at a good support level or good resistance level for a breakout here on Amazon. So this is the sneaky snake trading strategy on how I took Amazon and how we're going to look at it. Right now I like it because of, just the rising earnings on it. You have the rising revenue, annual revenue rises on it, and plus you have the return on investment that keeps rising on it. And the return on investment shows kind of a little sneaky snake pattern, and right now we're on the bottom of that trend. So we should get a nice little Santa rally, I'd think, into the new year. So I chart it in two different ways. I use Trendspider. If you're all familiar with Trendspider, they got a great sale going on right now, and I am no way a sponsor of Trendspider, but just wanted to let you know they got a half price sale going on right now, and I use it to identify patterns and candlestick patterns. It's a great alert system, plus it has a great just all kinds of tools that you can use with Trendspider. Right now I have the Bollinger Band set up. I drew this little trend that we're in right now. I have the 200 on here and the 50 SMA, and I'm using the Bollinger Band about the middle of it as a pivot point, and we're about ready to break that. Plus we're outside of that. We're at the top of that trend, the sneaky snake trend, that we could see a nice little breakout and then maybe a nice pullback and retest the highs or the lows and then come back up, hit that 200 again. But that's on Amazon, on Trendspider. And then I also use Ameritrade when it comes to charting. Amazon sneaky snake setup. Watch live Monday on YouTube. I do my stuff on YouTube live. Plus I have a chat room that some guys have put together for us. But on this here chart, I have my moving averages, and I'm just showing the trend. We've had an unusual sell-off, an extremely hard sell-off here into the close of the year. And I think we're closing to maybe have a nice little bounce back up. And I'm looking for 34.67 as a resistance, but we need to break this one right here first. Let me draw that trend line in there. Somewhere right around in here. 34.4690 and 34.6787. So there's different time frames, but when I'm using the sneaky snake strategy that I get my ideas from, this one here is the daily time frame. I notice that it likes to bounce off the 200. So anytime it gets oversold, these are on the daily time frame, I like to take this trade. And that's what we did right down here. She pulled back to that bottom. I called it out in the room. I said you could at least run it up to the top of this trend line, and then maybe in the next week we can get a bounce and retrace back to the top of that trend line here on Amazon. So I'm using the 200 as an entry level when it comes to scalping. Then I go to the 1 hour time frame. If I'm wanting to use it in that case and want to take the trade, I'll put it on the 20-day 1 hour time frame. I have the same kind of trend right in here. And I'll take the trade from boom to boom to boom to boom. And now I'm seeing a bullish triple bottom right here. So we could break out and come up to this higher resistance level and see if we can break that. Also, you can see it didn't want to break the 200. It couldn't break the 200. It couldn't break the 200, and we're back down here at the 200. So what are the odds of it breaking? All I can say is that we've had a real hard sell-off, and Santa is going to give us a little gift at the end of the year, and we could take this back up to these resistance levels, at least maybe to 35. But she has to break. So this is the sneaky snake setup when you're looking on the 20-day 1 hour time frame, and you're wanting to use the 200 maybe as a resistance or even as a support. It depends where that 200 is. In this case, I'd use it as a resistance, as an exit idea. You're out of the trade before others decide to get out. You're out of the trade before others decide to get out. Same thing here, you know. Same thing here. You're out of the trade before others start to get out. So that 200 is a good guideline. Now the other time frame that I use is the daily 1 minute. I use the 200 in this case too. How to catch a sneaky snake. So right it open, I called this out off the 200. I said, baby, wait for this thing to retrace and hit that 200 again and take the trade. So you don't have to chase the stock when you're in the sneaky snake. The trade will come to you. So you hit the bottom, she breaks out, you find your exit, she hits it again. Let's say you missed the trade. You want to wait for it to pull back and hit the 200, run it up. Same thing here. You've got what you call a breakout. These are flags that are forming. This is an ascending triangle. This is a descending triangle. Another flag right here, a pennant, a descending triangle. Boom. Buy at support, sell at resistance. Setting up for another sneaky snake. High or low is your exit idea. High or low is your exit idea. Boom, boom. You get a second chance, get out of the trade, and she knifes on you. Catches it off the 200. Boom. Lower high, out of the trade. Get it at the bottom. You got an inverse pennant flag or ascending. You got an ascending triangle right here. So the chart just keeps telling you a story, when to take the trade, when not to take the trade. You had plenty of chances to get in this one for this breakout right here. Then she pulls back. So yeah, what's neat about the sneaky snake is it gives you plenty of times to get in the trade and get out of the trade if you learn how to start reading the pattern and using the moving averages and using the chart patterns. They're all over this thing. There's a chart pattern right here. There's a Darvis box right here. Just like that. You know, I set them up like this when I'm doing them. Let me show you here. Remove drawing. I just come over here and I go to, and I draw the trend line right here, bring it across, and then drop it on down. Try to find the pivot point, see if it's a bullish channel or not. Dissecting through that. So basically that's all about how to try to play the sneaky snake, looking for patterns, taking it off the moving averages, buying it at the lowest possible opportunity you can get into the trade, recognizing when the entries are, using the moving averages for that indicator. In this case, I'm using the 200 on the 1 minute time frame. So I've showed you 3 different time frames: the daily, the 1 hour, and the 1 minute. So I'm bullish on this trade into next week, and we'll see how it goes. I wish everybody a great day. Follow me live on YouTube, and you can learn how to, at least for a beginner, this is one strategy that's guaranteed to win if you learn how to do it. Everybody have a great day.